We all heard about motivation, we all heard about drive. What motivates you and what drives you in the life is a major part of your life. What drives you to get up in the morning and go to work? What drives you to do your job? What drives you to keep seeing and telling and showing people some love that which are dear to you? So what drives people? What actually makes our choices, and what can you hope for better in order to enrich your drive in the life? What drives you? If your drive, what I need you to understand is your drive can be something like very and very short-sighted, and your drive can actually be in a deep understanding, and that makes you respect life and respect yourself and respect your goals. So most will say my drive is to feed my child, my drive is to experience some way of life, and my drive is to keep being happy, keep being in a blissful place. Or some will say my drive is to go where I can actually be happy and where I can actually be blissful. But are these really important to us, or we are just too fearful to explore other drives? What really motivates you? You have one shot in life. You will not be resurrected. You will not live again, and you live only once. YOLO. You live only once. You have just one shot in life. When you die, it's all over. It's all over, and your motivations, your drives don't matter anymore. What you did is for you and for no one else. We live in a such era that is very fast, and we judge each other, our portfolios, our Instagram accounts, our followers, the money we have in the bank, the friends we seem to hang out with, and our titles. They are major components in our lives. What drives us? Many people is driven by fear. It shouldn't be that. Many people is driven by fear. They just fear everything. They just fear life. They just fear being broke. They just fear getting out of home. They just fear getting kicked out of home. They just fear being judged by others. They fear they will miss out on some opportunities which they don't actually do what is necessary to achieve them. What drives you? It's very important, and it's often mistaken, it's often not have the attention it deserves, but you can change it. You can change your vision and your way in the life. So there are some people that believes my fate is sealed. I will not be able to go further, and my life is just stuck. I will not be moving forwards, but I'll just stay wherever I am, or I'll just go back. I'll just be depreciating, and perhaps I will experience a free fall to the hell, to the oblivion. So if that's your drive, if your drive is fear, you will not be thinking healthy. And what I need you to do and understand is stop being in a fearful state and actually try to be happy, because I think happiness is a major component of success and any kind of significant importance in the life, in our lives. Happiness is very important, and I need you to understand that. So try to get out of a fearful state which tells you you'll get poor, you'll be kicked out of house, you will just starve, and you will be disrespected. I think these are major fears that we human have. Disrespect, shelter, no food, starving. These are basic fears we humans have, and we fear being poor either. And These are all understandable while these are being understandable, but these are actually wrong, because fear actually makes us see the world in a different way, which is an unpleasant way. We fear the things that can happen to us so much, it alters our worldview and it makes us miserable in the process, and we will not be living up to our expectations when we are in a fearful state. That's a fact. You don't make the right choices when you're fearful, and there are some bullies in life. They'll try to bully you because they want to get something from you. They want to benefit from you, but if you let them, you'll just get more fearful. So what I need you to do, say no to bullies. They'll try to belittle you and they'll try to keep you small, but just say no, I don't buy this shit. That's ridiculous. So just let it go. We fear of being not financially independent or successful, but just think about that. How many percentage of the people are actually financially free? Many people are living pay to pay and check to check, paycheck to paycheck. And many, if they don't live paycheck to paycheck, they are dependent on a job, on a boss, anything, on government. And that's another form of actually being a slave. So if you are cut out of these resources, you are done. Let's say you have a child and your boss fires you, the government changes, anything. This is the word. We have seen and experienced many things. We have experienced earthquakes, COVID-19, some plagues, pandemics. We actually are expert on dealing with crisis. We had Great Recession, World Wars, everything. We had everything, literally everything, and we kept living as a species, and I think we are very successful. And we left 2021 behind us and we survived that year. So I think we should congratulate ourselves, and I congratulate myself that I survived that, because that year was amazingly disruptive. Many things happened, and I don't ever want to live 2021 again. Let's hope for the best for 2022. I think that might be a good year, since it has 3 twos in it and nothing else. It's not an odd year. So let's see. It's an even year. Yeah, it's an even year. So if your drive is something positive and you want to actually contribute something to the world, I think there's a good chance that you will, and success will follow, because everything, let's say this, you're an architect, right? You're an architect and you're designing a building, then the constructive people builds it and your image actually becomes a reality. But let's say you are too depressed, you are too concerned with negative thoughts, and you just fail other people and you build an abomination. But let's say you are positive, you actually believe in yourself and your team and you lead them good. So they build something amazing, rather amazing. And that's all part of your brain, actually. That's all part of your brain, and your brain is leading you to somewhere nice, which is a positive thought, which is a positive feedback in the world. You shape the world in your image. So if your image is disrupted by fear, there's a good chance that you will fail. It's that simple. And we, as a species, I think we shouldn't be doing this, but we do, so there is no help for this. We bully each other. It's wrong, and you know this is wrong, but we do this anyway. We bully each other. We pick names for other people. We belittle them, we disrespect them, we treat them bad, and we don't get to understand each other. We don't try to understand each other, but yeah, actually this kind of how the world is working right now. And it's not changing so soon. And The only one you can actually change is yourself. But if you change yourself and if your image of the world is actually a pleasant, you will be attracting this kind of people into your life. So actually you are doing yourself a favor. A favor, dumping the negative thoughts, dumping a negative frame of mindset, and you are inhabiting a positive frame of mindset. You are doing yourself a favor, and people in same mindset will be attracted to you, and you will just have a better quality life. That's for you. That's for you, and that's what I want for you actually. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for you, to not be driven by fear, but be driven by productivity, but be driven by your dreams and desires in the life. Of course, you will not be able to achieve any dream, but you will be able to achieve some of them, and that's what it counts. And just don't forget this. Hard work is very, very important. So just do this when you wake up in the morning. When either your alarm or anything that wakes you up, just say to yourself, I'm going to contribute to the world, and I'm going to contribute to the world in a way that I want, in a way that I see fit. I will not be 100% selfish while I'm doing this, but I can, of course, I can have some benefits from my achievements. That's okay. That's very okay, and that's probable. That's nice. You should be doing that, and don't be 100% selfish, and try to contribute something to the world. While doing that, have fun. Do actually what makes you feel motivated, and when you feel down, just try to remember this. Just try to remember this. You have the power to shape your own world. Yes, it might seem weak sometimes, but it will pass. Believe me, it will pass, and you will be shaping the world in a stronger place. Perhaps not 100%. Perhaps you will not be able to do 100% and fully, but you definitely will have some kind of power doing this, and that's something you shouldn't be forgetting. It's very important actually. It's very important and very nice to think about it. Do this when you wake up in the morning. And let's say that you don't enjoy your job. Don't dump the job immediately, right? Because you have to be able to pay something in your life, and you have to keep going in order to achieve your dream. But just make sure that you work hard. You work hard to get there, and once you get there, you can send that job to oblivion. Just get out, and that's it. And that's it for this video, and I'll get to see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.